Original bad man, oh. I like your vibe. Don't get me started. I know you want me. My baby. Gently, me loving it. She giving me steadily. Moving it gently. I like how you giving me steadily. Wind up your body, girlie, no matter, no pattern. Give me any how you feel, I'm on again. You make my head to swell, I make a man feel sweat. Hey. Baby, love me gently. Baby, kiss me gently. I know you want me. I know you want me. Baby, love me gently. Baby, hold me gently. I know you want me. I know you want me. Baby, love me.
It has been 11 years since I made a video, since I recorded anything, since I did my hair and makeup to do anything. So yeah, I'm back. So I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start, but this video is gonna be a life update story time. So I can tell you guys about what's been going on, what I've been doing, what's been happening, and all that stuff like that. So it's literally been 6 months since, so this story time will be 6 months worth of stories, okay? So yeah, so I'll just get into it. My hair, I'll put the info down below. I just want to get all these out the way. So my hair will be down below, so if you guys will ask, hair down below. I have a new website, speaking of that. So I have a new website that I just relaunched in February. So go check it out. It's still ifyvonne.com, but I just redid it, made it a little better, added more pictures and stuff like that. I have a new shopping website where you can, you know, the same place that the people that have bought hair from me, the same, you know, stuff I have on there, but I've improved the wigs and they're even better than before because I always want to give you guys the best of the best that I can get at a good price. So the wigs are new and improved. I have better lace and even better lace, thinner lace, invisible lace, and the hairline is even more realistic. I've been working on this for like a year, so I perfected it, we got it down. So as I said on the website, if you've, or I think it's new, give me a second, it's ifyvonneshop.com. And then as I said, I have my hair stuff on there, and then I'll be coming out with a line of planners very soon. I'm working on that. And then what else do I have on there? New stuff. And then kind of over time you'll see like things pop up. I think I want to do like some t-shirts and clothes, whatever, I don't know, but just from requests from you guys over the years that have been asking me things and I haven't done it, I'm doing it now, so bear with me, but I'll announce when anything pops on the site. So yeah, shout out to one of my Hustle and Glow girls. Her brand is Mita, and she designs African print inspired decor and pillows. So this is actually her first product that she just launched. So thank you for gifting it to me because I really wanted to put it in my video today because it's so nice. We've been working on her brand for over a year now. So she joined Hustle and Glow last year and she's getting ready to launch. So thank you so much for my pillow, for my video today. Really nice quality, and like as I said, like we put a lot of work into this. So anyways, I just wanted to shout her out for the pillow. So thank you for decorating my video today. If you guys are interested in joining Hustle and Glow, send me an email. I have the link down below. When I first launched, there has been so many people that have been wanting to join, but it's like I can't take everybody because it's just me and my team, and we're not a big team, we're a little team, so I can't accommodate everybody. So the ones that do apply and you felt the application and we said, okay, I think this would be a good match for us, a good fit for us, then we move forward. So I know a lot of you guys applied, but I haven't heard back yet. But we're restructuring how I present Hustle and Glow to everybody. Since I've been doing this for a couple years now, I can't believe I can say a couple years. I've learned so much about what the ladies coming in need and how they need help and how I can structure myself even better to help them. So more resources, more information, because I'm sharing what I've been, it's almost 10 years now since I've been doing my business. So I'm just putting together in a easy and at your pace way of how I went from zero to launching my business. So if you have a business idea that you need help launching, don't know where to start, I got you. If you need manufacturers, the main thing, and my specialty is manufacturing. So if you need manufacturers for, you know, any product that you have for an idea, I got you, let me know. As I said, on my new website, I have information and resources for business launch. And then once you do those and you kind of get a feel of things and you really want to get deep into Hustle and Glow, then it'll tell you what to do next. But I'm so excited to continue to help you ladies that need help with your business. It's been a very rewarding and fun thing that I've been doing with Hustle and Glow. So yeah, I can't wait to see where it takes me. But I always say that I selfishly created it so that I have more business-minded ladies around me for us to like talk, bounce ideas, and to grow together. Because when you're an entrepreneur, you know, it can be very lonely, and I didn't have much business friends around me that I talk to on a regular basis. But I created this so I have more friends in the business world, and it's been working, and I've been loving all the friendships I've been creating. So anyways, info down below. Now, one other order of business is my leather tote bag for Nkeoma that people have been hounding me for, because last year, mid last year, I was going over and I was going through the process of going from idea to actually launching a product, because a lot of you guys always ask me to, like, you know, give more behind the scenes. So I wanted to do a behind the scenes of how I made and, you know, how I designed, made, and perfected my leather tote bag that I wanted to launch on Nkeoma.com. So this is the bag. I will open it, but this is our dust bag, and it's a big bag. So I designed the bag because I wanted something to give to the ladies that love a good travel tote bag. And traveling is like my happy place. And anytime I have a good travel bag that makes a statement, but then holds my stuff and then looks really good, that's that's where I'm at. So I created this bag for that type of girl, lady, woman that wants to travel in style. So as we unbox the bag, it's a 100% leather tote bag. It's a big one. Look how big this is. It's a big girl. So big bag for the big girls. So it's a fully leather tote bag, and I did go back and forth if I wanted to do a coated canvas or a tote bag, a coated canvas or leather, but I said let me do leather because I want this bag to be like iconic. I wanted it to be like really nice, high class. You know, you don't even just have to take it to travel, you can take it to work. This is also my work bag as well. As I said, fully leather, all black with gold detail. Let me scoot up for y'all. So we have gold detail on the front here. It says Nkeoma. We have durable leather straps for handling. That's over the seat. It feels like a seat belt kind of material here. Embroidered with our name. Detail over here. We got legs on the bottom, so your bag doesn't have to sit on the floor or whatever surface that you put it on. It has little legs on there. And then the interior is where I put a little razzle dazzle. And it is lined with our iconic Ishiagu lined head print inside. Focus. Can it focus? Okay. Hopefully you guys can see that. All lined in there. So you have a nice classic look here and then a little bit of razzle dazzle on the inside. So yeah, there you go. There's the detail. And then this clasp here, it can hook onto here so you can keep your bag closed. Pocket here with some zippers. And then a pocket here, and then it's deep. It is deep. See how deep this is? So this one is for my ladies, my luxury ladies. So I'm still working on a couple details for the bag before I officially launch it. I need to add the Nkeoma tag on the outside, like the logo tag on the outside. And then that's the last piece before I'm able to launch it. I do have a running list of a wait list because I only made a few. I didn't make that many from the first launch and the first round and stuff like that. So if you want to be on the wait list, I'll leave a link to join the wait list below. Since last year, I've been working on, my wait list has been growing. When I went to New York with my main Kinky, I started a wait list on there. I started a wait list at that time because some of the girls were asking me like, I need the bag now. So wait list has been started. And then I did a couple vendor shows in December, and I brought the bag as a showcase as a coming soon, and I had a lot of people join the wait list too. So join the wait list if you really want the bag. As I said, I didn't make that many, and I don't know if when I launch this, if I'll make more for this, it will just be like a one-time launch. I don't know yet, we'll see, because for those of you that know, I've had other bags in the past for Nkeoma, and I launched it and then I never brought it back again, just to make it more exclusive. So we'll see how it goes, but if you're interested, link down below. And yeah, this is my baby. Like, I've been working on this for over a year with like the dimensions, the fabric, you know, the size, like what I want it to look like, you know, my goals for it. So as I said, I've been sharing the journey on Instagram since last year. So those that, you know, watched it, she's here. All right, so let's get into Storytime life update. So I'm gonna start where I last posted on Instagram, and that was back in August of 2022, and I was just coming back from my ladies retreat. And speaking of that, I haven't made an announcement or if I'll do a ladies retreat this year, but I do have a wait list on there. I do have a wait list going, so link to that will be down below. But last year we went to Cabo, Los Cabos, and we stayed at the luxurious Nobu Hotel and Resort. It was such a great retreat. Like, it was so good. The first year I did it was good, and this past time was even better. And I'm so happy that Erica and Inky were able to join us. So I had such a great time with the ladies. We cried together, we laughed together, we had great adventures, we shopped, we ate. It was like so good. And the ladies that came, and as I said before, like about my retreats, it's not everyone. A lot of people want to go, but it's not everyone that I come in to go. I kind of have to get to know you, you know, see what your story is, because everyone needs to mesh together really well. And I'm so happy that this last year we meshed together very well. So it was so fun. So anyways, my retreat was in August. So another thing that also happened a couple weeks before my retreat was, and this is kind of where the story starts. So I did my last post for my retreat, but an event that happened before my retreat. If you guys remember my business operations manager, Carissa, she's the one that helped me, you know, grow Hustle and Glow over the course of the time that I launched it and the couple years that I've been with it. And she was an amazing business operations manager. When I first hired Carissa to be on my team, she told me that, you know, she's been dealing with she's been dealing with cancer, and at the time she's already been going through treatments, but she was at the tail end of it when I met her and she joined the team. So things were like moving on up. It was looking really good for her. And then she told me there was a time that she was like cancer free, and she had like a celebration of life party with her family in Florida. And I believe this was sometime in 2021. So now fast forward to 2022 in the summer, at the end of the summer, she was getting sick, and it started with, I think, just her feeling like really weak. And then there was a time when she had like a really bad cough, and that week, you know, we had our usual schedule for meetings, but then she kind of said, you know, I'm so tired, I don't think I can keep up and stuff like that. So I said, okay, that's fine, go rest, you know, we'll resume the next day or next week and whenever you get better. So she had a really bad cough, and the last time that I talked to her was that day when she said, I don't think I can work today, like I'm not feeling that good. And then she was going to go to the hospital to see what was going on, because she had a lot of like, I think it was like, she just felt like there's like fluid or congestion or mucus or something in her lungs, so it was making her cough really bad. So from that last day that I talked to her, her health was declining, and she was getting worse and worse and worse. And then eventually she was on hospice, and she passed away. So she passed away a couple weeks before my retreat. And I remember that she really wanted to come on the retreat too. So it makes me so sad, but she passed away a couple weeks before my retreat, and her funeral was during the time that we were in Mexico, so I wasn't able to attend. So yeah, it was really shocking for me, because it's like someone that you talk to every single day because of business matters and stuff like that. And we became really good friends, because before our meetings we would have like catch up times and, you know, catch up on life and stuff like that. And then we'll start our business meetings. So I think this is the first person in my life where I see them every day and talk to them every day, and then they pass away. And then you're like, okay, so what do I do tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day? You know what I mean? So it was really just shocking for me. I knew that she was sick, so it was kind of a thing on the back of my mind that maybe one day she may not be able to work anymore because of her strength and stuff like that. So it was all of a sudden, wasn't expected, so it was very shocking for me. So I feel like that's how the whole cascade of like decline happened for me, and, you know, been MIA since then. So yeah, so I'm gonna miss Carissa so much. I haven't been able to do fully what we've been doing together over the past couple of years since she's been gone. So that's part of the reason why I'm restructuring Hustle and Glow, because she was like not only the operations manager, but she was like the life coach, the business advisor for me and all the other ladies in Hustle and Glow. So a key part of Hustle and Glow, you know, is not here anymore, and she really did so much for me and made the program, you know, even better than what I thought it could be and stuff like that. So I miss you, Carissa. I love you so much, and one day I'll see you again. But please watch over me and bring all the beautiful ladies that need help with their business. I hope that your spirit comes into me and I can show it to all the ladies that will be coming. So anyways, yeah. So as I said, during the retreat, Carissa's funeral was going on. So when I got back, I was able to talk to some of her family and friends and just get details how the event went, and they sent me some pictures and stuff. And she had a 3-year-old that was just a couple months older than Cam. No, a couple months younger than Cam. So we both had like the same age, you know, little toddlers at home and stuff like that. So it also breaks my heart that she left back, you know, her little girl and stuff like that. So when I came back from the retreat, caught up with some of her family and friends. And before I get into the next thing that happened, the one thing that I totally forgot to mention before all of this was the first thing that happened was baby number 2 is on the way. So yeah, so baby number 2 is on the way. I'm going through my story time with this. So baby number 2 is on the way. So baby number 2 is on the way during all this, you know, that's I've been talking about so far. So the retreat, we come back, and I haven't announced it to like anybody at all, you know. So nobody knew, not even my sister. Like, no, it was still very early. So yeah, so the retreat, we were there for like 4 days. And then, as I said, Carissa's funeral was during the retreat. Came back and caught up with family and friends. And then me and Cam, that same week I came back, we're supposed to go to Texas with my mom for a wedding. So came back on a Sunday from the retreat, and then we're supposed to go to Texas on a Friday. So I come back from the retreat. I unpack so I can repack, and then the night before Cam and I were supposed to leave for Texas, sadly, that was the beginning of my miscarriage for baby number 2. So at first I was kind of like, okay, this is not happening, you know. I called the doctor's office and they gave me instructions and stuff and told me like what to do and what to watch out for. If it gets worse, you know, call them again to be admitted to the hospital and stuff like that. So things progressed with that, sadly. And for me, I was just kind of like stunned and taken aback that it was happening. Also sad at the same time, but that was going on. So obviously Cam and I were not going. During that weekend, you know, my whole miscarriage was going on. And then there was a time that I had to be admitted to the hospital. So I was in the hospital just for that day, like for the full day. And they ran tests and stuff like that. And then my OB, they gave the information to my OB, and then I had an appointment that next week with her. And then they went through all the, you know, checks and stuff like that, going through all that stuff like that. So if you've had a miscarriage, you know, like, you know what goes on. So yeah, so that was going on top of, you know, going through like losing Carissa, and then, you know, this happened. And I remember I was excited to like tell her, you know, what was going on, and then, you know, this whole thing. So I even forgot about this, you know, everything. So anyway, so yeah, so that whole episode happened. So yeah, so that was my miscarriage with baby number 2. Whew. Okay, so after that was going on, then the next day, like literally, not even the next day, yeah, so literally during my whole miscarriage, because it went on for a while, where we've been living, where we were renting, the management of the house changed. And I think a lot of the new people that came in, they had different plans for like the house, and that was part of the whole, you know, business group that, I don't even know like what happened, but there was just a change of business and change of who owned the house that we were renting. And the business that, you know, took over the house, they wanted the house back. And my husband was trying to like say like, can you give us more time so we can figure out like what we're gonna do, like where we're gonna go and stuff like that. And they gave us a little bit of time, but not enough. So during that whole miscarriage, then it was like they gave us the day that we need to be out, and it was like so sudden. So then it's like scrambling to like pack. Like imagine like our house was just as it was, and then we had to be out the next day. So we quickly just called movers. They came, and like we were packing as the movers were taking stuff and putting it on the truck. That's the best that we could do, just pack, and they were just taking it. So we had really great movers that came and helped us. So the whole process wasn't too stressful, but it could have been worse if we weren't really good at like action plan, like really fast and stuff like that. So whole house was moved out in like a day and a half, and they gave us another half a day to get our stuff out because it was a lot, you know, and we didn't have enough time to plan ahead. So that same moment, I looked up houses and I tried to find a realtor, and I found a really good team of realtors, and our realtor sent us, like the realtor that I found, I said, this is our situation, and she was like, oh, I definitely got you, I can help you. So we got an we put our stuff in storage, got an Airbnb, and we were like on the fast track with like looking at houses, trying to figure out, are we buying or are we building? So we decided that we're gonna build because it's an easier track than finding a house that you want and then having to compete with other people and being outbid if that ever came up. So we said the easiest and less stressful way is just find a builder, build, and then be done. So we saw so many different builds in the area, and we brought it down to 2 options, 2 different builders that built really good quality houses for a really good price in this area that we wanted in. Also looking forward to like where Cam will go to school, like all those things you got to think about in a week's time. So we found 2 different builders that we really liked, and then we made a decision that we're going to go with either one of these 2 builders. And our realtor was so amazing in helping us like do all of this stuff in like 2 days, like literally 48 hours, 2 days. So we did that, and we found the area that we want to stay in, like for the builds, because luckily both builders build in that area. So we knew the area, that's what we're doing. We knew the either one of these builders we're going to do, and then of the two builders, we had maybe like 1 to 3 options of like the plan that we want to choose for the build. I started working for a retail chain. I started in 2021, and so all I did was pick up extra shifts now to be saving up, for our down payment and stuff like that. And I'm grateful that I have the opportunity, and I can work, from anywhere, and my job is like fun and exciting, and it's crazy and busy. All you pharmacists that are in retail, if you know, you know, but retail right now is like, it's a shit show. Keeping it the best I can say it, but it's like worse than that. But but also looking at it, it gives me the opportunity to take so many shifts because there's so many shifts, in the market and stuff like that. So I've been working like crazy. I've been working 6 out of the 7 days a week. Working like a crazy, which is good. Because as I said, we've been saving so much, and it's like so much easier to save and stuff like that. So working on that, and it's been really good. I've been floating around in different stores helping them out. So then in February? No, in January, I was given the opportunity to be a pharmacy manager at one of the stores. So I always told myself that I wouldn't be a manager in a pharmacy because it's a lot of work, and the pay difference from being a staff pharmacist and a pharmacy manager isn't that, it doesn't equate to the extra work that you're doing as a manager. So I said, I told myself I would never be a pharmacy manager. So in January, there was a store that really needed help. And they asked me, they asked everybody, like, anybody really want to, take on this store and be the manager, the pharmacist in charge. Nobody wanted it. As I said, we're at the point in pharmacy where it's like, I wouldn't even say cutthroat. It's not the best. Like, it's not good. It's crazy. It's crazy the amount of work and it's not for the weak right now. It's not for the weak. And that's why the store that they're asking me to be a manager out, the manager, he couldn't take it. He left with chest pains. Like he almost had to be taken to the hospital because of how stressful it was. And then the other pharmacist that was there, because they had 2, he was like, I can't take this anymore, and he left. So I was just like, and nobody wanted to take on that store because it was so stressful. So they asked me, so they came around and asked me again. They're like, can you please help us out? Please, like, we would love for you to be the manager. Like, we know you can do a great job here. So I said, okay, I'll take it. So I am officially a pharmacy manager. I never in a million years thought that I would ever say that. But it's definitely been a challenge. Every day it's a challenge. Like, every day I come home, I'm like done. Like, I am done. When I get off work and get in my car and drive home, I have just enough energy left to get from the front door to the couch, and I'm done. That's how ridiculous and crazy it is in there. So I've been it's been 4 weeks now. So I've been working on getting the store back to speed, getting it back to where it's supposed to be. We've hired many new people because a lot of people left. Like, part of the reason why everything went down with that store is because a lot of people left because it was so bad. So we've hired new people, been keeping on track with things to make it better. It's still not the best. We're still not where we're supposed to be, but we've made progress. And my team of technicians are so great. I've been grateful to have them as technicians. So we've been working as a great team, and a lot of other technicians from other stores have come to help us and stuff like that, and pharmacists too. So yeah, so it's been my project during this 6 months on, working my pharmacy job more, because average now like 60 hours a week. Like I definitely wasn't doing that before. I've been full-time. There's some times when I like went like between 30 and 40 hours, but right now I'm averaging 60 hours a week with where I'm working. But however, with the more work that we're doing, more hours we're putting in, I asked for a higher pay and they accepted. So I think that's the only reason why I agreed to do it, because I was just like, if you want me to do this, and it's like you have the upper hand because they need help and stuff like that. It's like, well, if you need me, this is what my rate is going. If you're not going to take it, I can't do it. So they agreed. So I'm grateful. It's been a challenge, but it gives me purpose every week to, you know, be the one to help and improve the store and get it back to where it's supposed to be. So yeah, it's been a lot. So any of you guys are pharmacists or pharmacy technicians out there, leave a comment below and let me know, like, you know, where you work, how are things and stuff like that. Are you surviving? Are you okay? Are you good? Because it's been crazy. All types of retail has been crazy. And then last but not least, now up to current. So I told you about my new position as a pharmacy manager, and then the last current thing is Cam has started preschool. So he started preschool in February. Yeah, I think it was February. He started preschool in February, and he would have started preschool earlier, but if you have kids, even daycares and preschools are so full that you can't even get into anywhere. I've been on the wait list since spring of last year for one preschool that I've been wanting him to get into. So he'd even make it into fall of last year. So now I was able to get off the wait list and be admitted for Cam for fall of this year. So imagine, like, over a year is what it had to wait to take for Cam to be accepted into this preschool. So that was good. So that was that. So right now he's in another preschool until the fall semester, because this preschool is a different structure. Like, it goes with like the regular school semesters, but this other preschool he's at, it's like all year round and stuff. So the preschool he's at right now, it's really good. He's loving it. And so as I said, I've been on a wait list for a lot of preschools. I wanted him to start like right away before we, you know, while I'm waiting to get into this other place. So I was on the wait list for weeks. So then there was 1 week where I said, okay, let me call back all the places that I've been on the wait list, and also find more places and say, do you have an opening for a 3-year-old? So that last week that I did that, 2 places, I called like 15 to 20 places, 2 places had a place for Cam. So I said, thank you, Jesus. So the first place, so I had tours to go to the same day. So I went to the first one and I loved it. It was a smaller program in a church, and it was really nice. It was really good. Also the thing is, like, Cam doesn't talk much. So I had to find a place that would accommodate him for like the late speech, like he doesn't talk much. So, because some places won't take him, you know, if he's, you know, not talking like fully like where he's supposed to be at. So 2 places. I went to the first one. I said, I love this one. Like, it's perfect. Not too big, not too small, like just right. The tuition, you know, wasn't bad at all. It was actually cheap for what I'm used to. So I was like, this is it. Then the other place I had to go to, I was like, I'm not even gonna bother going there, because I was just like, let me just stick with this one. And I got in the car and I said, you know what, let me just go. Let me just go so I can complete my mission for the day that I said I was gonna do. So when I went, I was like, oh my God, thank you, God, for pushing me to go to this other appointment I had, because I was like, no, this is where Cam has to be. Like, it was perfect for him, because the other place that I went to the first, it was good. It was a little small, and Cam has a lot of energy and he's very adventurous. So I feel like he's the type of kid that needs a lot of room to like run and play and experience things. That first place I went to, I feel like it would have limited him in space. And I feel like he would have been bored very, very easily because there wasn't much else in the room that he was supposed to be in. The room was very small. So the second place I went to, I was like, no, this is where Cam needs to be. They had large classrooms, and then there was a lot of kids in there. Like the other place it was quiet and there was just a few kids, but the other place was big and then it had a lot of kids and it was just more rowdy. But I feel like with Cam, he would thrive better in that type of environment. Some parents probably would have been like, oh hell no, I don't want to put my kid in there. But for me, like, I know Cam and I know what he needs, and I feel like that environment was so much better for him. And the first 2 days when I took him, he cried like he didn't want to be there because he was just like, what's going on? Like, I want to be home, you know, with my snacks and my iPad and, you know, with mommy and daddy like I'm used to. Because he was going to, you know, school before, but during this time that we left with my parents, I've been waiting for something to open up. So he's just enjoying home. So then when I finally got something, then he was just like, no thank you. So the first 2 days he cried. When I dropped him off, like, he would, like, you know, cry and like want me to take him back. But after those 2 days, he was fine. He was as if he didn't cry those first 2 days. So he loves that place. He gets so excited to go there. And then they do so much enrichment and so much learning. You know, it's an actual preschool, so they have preschool structured learning and environment and everything like that. So it's been so good. So I've been so happy that he's there, and he's so happy. And like anytime I walk in, I'm just like, I'm so happy that I gave this place a chance. I'm so happy that he was able to come in, and I'm so grateful they accommodated him because, as I said, like, he doesn't talk much, so they still accommodated him. So I was grateful for all of that stuff. So yeah, so I think that's like the end of my life update story time. I've told you everything till current. So right now, the next thing that I hope to update you on in the next couple weeks to a month or so is you know, choosing a house that we want to build and going forward with the process. And then over the course of the year, you know, I pray to you know, share and showcase and, you know, update you guys on the whole process of building. And if you built your house, please give me tips, suggestions down below, because I have never experienced this in my life, so it's a new thing for me. So if you have any tips, suggestions, please let me know. So yeah, and then I'm trying to think of anything else before. I think I said, oh, I missed something. So let's rewind a little bit back to December. So my mom's sister, my Auntie Rose, her and her husband celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary. And they wanted to do it in Ohio at the Pro Football Hall of Fame because we're a Hall of Fame city. So we were able to secure a beautiful event space to have the celebration at. So all our family in the US and friends, they came for the celebration. Inky and I helped with like doing the decor. So if I have pictures and videos, I'll show. But I did the decor for the tables. Inky did the sweetheart table with like the balloon stuff, and she did like the tablescape. Then my mom made like a montage video like over the years of, you know, my aunt and uncle married over the years. My cousins came, all my aunties came. So it was like the best family reunion ever. It was so good. It was so good. I'm so grateful that they got to, you know, do it at the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame was so accommodating and so nice, you know, because, you know, when you have Nigerian parties, you want to bring Nigerian food, and not everyone will let you bring Nigerian food, but they were so accommodating. So I'm so grateful they gave us a beautiful and memorable experience, and all the staff that were there, they're helping us put the flowers together and decor. They were amazing. So if I do have some videos and pictures, I will add that, as I said. But yeah, so we have family trips coming up, international family trips coming up, birthdays coming up, you know, exciting and new things coming up. So, you know, be along for the ride. If you're new, if you've been here since for my day ones, if you've been here For my loyal people, if you've been here, you know, I'm back and better than ever. You know, I feel like sometimes, you know, you need, and this is what Inky said, where it's like, maybe this is just like a really good hard reset for you. And I literally feel exactly that. Like, I just feel like I went through a hard reset on everything, you know, with my life, with my mindset, you know, my goals, you know, like what I want to do, where I want to go, what things I want to focus on. So I'm a new me. I'm better, wiser, stronger, happy, excited for the future. So yeah, thank you guys for being so supportive. Thank you for missing me, because sometimes you're like out of sight, out of mind. Everyone's gonna forget about me. But the amount of messages and DMs that I've been getting for the past 6 months, oh, I'm like, wow, like somebody likes me. Like, people like me, you know what I mean? Like, I feel grateful that the community of you guys that I've built over the years has been so strong and so supportive and so positive. And I always say I'm so grateful for the people that I've brought into my community, because I rarely have people, you know, say negative things like on my socials and stuff like that, because I keep us like, you know, tight knit and together. And I always say that I love that I attract the people that look like me, not like physically, but just like mentally, spiritually, career-wise, you know, life goals. Because I see myself in all of you guys, and then I guess you guys see a part of yourself in me, and that's how, you know, we're able to relate and feel like, you know, I can, you know, watch what you do, and we can talk back and forth on Instagram. You guys share your stories and your struggles, and you know, you need advice about something. It's like, you know, like we get each other. So I'm grateful that my community that I've built with you guys, like, we're like, I feel like we're such high quality. Like, it's so good. It's reassuring, makes me grateful and feel blessed, you know, that you guys are, you know, are with me and supportive. And when I see you guys out and about, no matter what state I'm in, whatever party I'm at, you know, Nigerian party, African party, or events around the United States, like, I always meet one of you guys every single time. Or you guys see someone from my family, like an aunt or an uncle or one of my cousins or my in-laws or something like that. So they always tell me when you run into them and stuff like that. So I'm so grateful, so happy. So anyways, I think I am done now. I hope this video is not too long, but please comment down below, you know, what type of videos that you want me to be making on YouTube. I love making vlog videos, but I also like making sit-down videos. So the sit-down videos that I make, like, what topics you want me to cover. For those of you that want business things, mom things, life things, you know, beauty stuff, or are you just happy with whatever, please let me know so I know how to plan out my videos. Because I want to be more disciplined in planning content and recording. Because usually I just, like, if I have ideas, I may write down a couple and just start recording, but I feel like I need to be more structured and more disciplined with, like, my social media, so that I can be, you know, the best version of myself to you guys, and you guys have things regularly and stuff like that. So please let me know. And then also my Instagram, if you're not following me, follow me. What type of content do you want to see on Instagram from me? Like, what do you want me to post on Instagram? Like, what do you want me to talk about on Instagram? Just let me know. So yeah, so just so I know, like, what type of videos and what type of content to plan for. And as I said, I want to be more structured with, like, my content and stuff like that. So please let me know. And I think that's all that I have to say. Don't forget to check out Mita for all your African inspired decor. And then also be on the wait list for my leather tote bag for Nkeoma. And we have new robes on the site, new PJs, restocks, bonnets, and we're dropping a new, you know, restocks and new stuff in the next couple of weeks. So You know, go on the website, sign up for notifications, join my email list. Thank you for being so supportive with my brand, my African-inspired brand. It's been growing so much throughout the years, and I'm so grateful for all the opportunities and the people and the celebrities and the people. I'm just like, I can't believe that person knows me, or I can't believe that person wears my stuff. Like, I am like, wow, you know. So thank you guys for being so supportive over the years. Because of you guys, that my brand is what it is, and has been doing what it's been doing over the years. So thank you so much. I'm happy to be back. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for all the new things that are coming. And yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. And that is our wrap. Look at that. Yeah, this is that Kinky straight. Y'all already know I don't mess with my Kinky straight. Like, old, reliable. And this is a 13 by 6. This is a lace front, so the lace goes from ear to ear. I haven't worn like a lace front in a while. I usually wear closures, but let me do a lace front.
Baby, touch me gently. I know you want me. I know you want me.
Good figure, can hold liquor, likes jigger, can mess with her. One mega, run with her. She's a lot, them digger. No man fi waste your time. Say, no man fi catch your vibe.